Okay, I'm gonna put this thing on the drone today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe today, like fish fillet. Fish Yeah, I learned my lesson about this. I got one of those things stuck in the motherfucking motor, and I was ready to kill everyone on the fucking planet. You don't want to get things stuck in your motors. Just frustration to the hill.
Vincent, I haven't seen your face, but I know it's you. I can smell the blood on your hands from here.
So we don't need a spectrum. We don't need a 3-volt pad for the UART because we're using an XM receiver. So they provided that for you just in case you're sick in the head. In case you use a spectrum receiver. I don't. I use XM. We'll go ahead and go with that. So I'm gonna desolder those wires. Gotta turn on the soldering iron first. I got an X. So I don't have an XM plus. I've got an XM. So I could steal an XM from another quad, which I'm gonna go do that now. I thought I had an XM plus. I thought I had one, but I don't. So I'll take this apart if I can find the thing. Yeah, this music is not working for me here. So we're gonna go ahead and change that now. And we'll go with no music at all. How about that? There. I lost it. No, there it is. Okay, sweet. So now I'm going to take this XM Plus out of this quad and just chuck it somewhere else. Unless I can think of another option. I'm not going to put an XM on here. You know. But I guess I don't. I don't do Glasgow anymore. So do that and start an inferior receiver or snagging one from it. Oh yeah, the soldering iron is on. So those are my options. Or I could grab one out of the grab box here. Oh wow. Oh shit. I actually can do that. Oh shit. Hold on a second. Where did this come from? Okay, so yeah, this is off of a brand new quad here. Listen up someplace. I think I'm gonna use this. Direct soldered, is that what I did? Yeah, direct soldered this. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, this is that inverted thing. Nonsense. So maybe we'll just go with brand new antennas and just act like it's new, right? Take these antennas off and just from scratch here. Desolder this, or maybe I'll just snip it. This quad from Furry V was the last straw. This is the last Furry V product I ever purchased and ever will. They're gonna have to continue to get crafty to trick people to buying their shit because they don't know what it, they think it's some other brand. I'd rather not live like that personally, but the numbers are in their favor. So I'm just gonna uninstall this here. That should come right off. There we go. This is a Furry V quad, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get any benefit out of buying it at all. Like I just gave them free money. I guess there's a chance I can reuse this flight controller. And I seriously doubt this. What did they do with this VTA? I really don't know. I don't care. I got the receiver here. It's already should be good. We'll see. And it was flash. I hate furries so much. If it doesn't work, it's no big deal. Just chalk it up to fur, ribby, and move on. We'll use the other one. I'd rather not use a non-diversity antenna on such a big quad. So this one's already bound to my Tyrannus, and just wondering about the uninvert on it. I gotta have a look here, of course. I can't remember if this was a bind and fly or a plug and play. Like, did I install this or did they install this? Because if it came, this is a chance that it's inverted or something. I've given enough quad to the blood. I've given enough blood to the quad gods this week. There's a few more drops. So, it appears normal. And we got signal. The wire is white instead of yellow, but that doesn't matter. Signal ground, and so there's a square one. I mean, it looks normal to me, so I'm just going to leave it as it is and go ahead and install. And as far as these wires, The first thing you can do is uninstall the two in the back, because if unless you're using DMX, if you're using a Spectrum receiver, obviously you don't want to take these out. I hate my soldering iron, man. This fucking thing doesn't stay hot for very long at all. I mean, it's plugged in the goddamn wall, What fucking more do they need? So, remove these two wires off the back here. And this is what we have left. And I'm thinking, since we've already got wires, well, I lost the receiver. Oh, there it is. Since we've already got wires installed onto this receiver, we don't need we can unplug these wires off the board. Definitely noticed that this board can suck up a lot of temp heat. You gotta think about that when you're going to use this. I could pucker that up a little bit. It's not looking the best, that center solder area pad. So I'm gonna add a little flux with my rework pin to all three. Just it shouldn't be any more than just doing that and touching it basically. I'm not trying to rework anything. I'm just trying to bring some flux and life back to these pads here. Jeez. Oh, that didn't work. All right, there we go. I just wanted to, so that they're not looking, you want them to be shiny. Hope I don't get burned right now. Tired of getting hurt, but then again, I hadn't got hurt for a long months, and then I got hurt. Like, ouch. So we got the thing here, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare the surface and go ahead and make the installation. The signal wire is white in this case instead of yellow, which is, maybe it's significant. I don't know. I don't really fucking care. So the S bus goes there. Just move everything around to where it fucking goes. All right, so voltage goes here. Groundage goes here. That could have been better. And signalage goes here. I could have done a better job with that ground, man. Whatever, it's in there. The hell it is. So let's redo this hot wire, because I thought I had that in, but it's obviously just pulled right up. There we go. All right. can install right there. And the antenna that is going to come out there before, and we'll stick our swing link on there. And we got to put our VTX antenna on there too. Alright, so now's a good time to make sure that the stack is tight. It's tight. This is perfect. So, and you want to heat shrink your receiver. You don't want to just leave it in there like that. I'm done with the. I'm done using my soldering station. So you turn that off as soon as you're done with that. Next up, something else. Heat shrink. Where's the white heat shrink? Of course, it's nowhere to be found. Let's dig up the. There it is. Scissors. I hope I don't spill this beer everywhere. This might work. I don't know. Let's see. Usually stretch this heat shrink just to get it out. If I need a few more millimeters, the size is a little too small as it is. Hopefully this will alleviate that a little. Okay. Okay. Still need to add the antennas, and I always leave the bind button accessible and the antennas. You know what I'm saying? There's not any real part of your receiver that you're helping by covering that up. You want to cover up the wires, shit like that. And it doesn't matter how this looks, man. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. Mine all look terrible. As long as the fit is good, fit and finish is good, that's all that matters. You want to kind of glove, put a little glove on your wires. A little love glove on your wires. That helps with durability. So now we've got that. Let's hit this with the heat shrink a little bit harder and hit the front. Perfect. The bind button is still accessible, even though it's already down to my Tyrannus. I just do that out of habit, and because eventually, maybe use this on a different quad or a different receiver. So that's done. Next up, I'm going to add the pigtail. We're not using these propellers. We're using this pigtail. And I might use this, but I've already got a RDQ battery strap with the metal buckle. Metal. Trust me, it's fucking metal. Whatever. So I've got all my parts is my instructions. As much as I love Beta Flight, I get to do that again. You plug in your brand new antenna. I got an 8x prop the other day, so I'm in a little bit of pain there. So the goal would be, right, put this back on top and to stick that antenna right out there. That's fucking God, Jesus, fuck me in the brain. You gotta do this first. And if there's any heat shrink, you want to add it now, my nigga. You can't add it later. That's all I'm saying. And when you're doing this, you just want to think about paying attention and stuff. I'm not a fan of the overly long thing like this. Like, man, you guys are making my job way more difficult for zero fucking bennies. So we'll try to just route it around, out, down. You know how it goes. You know the routine. Makes no fucking sense, but you figure it out and you make it work. Sense? Not really, but that's life in the empire, in the empire. All right, so we got everything installed here. Next thing, you want to put your receiver in its final resting place and add the antennas and shit. I saw some antennas. I think they're in this box right here. By Jove, fuck me in the bro. There they go. Antennas. And I was thinking about installing this PDB UART shit, but then I was like, oh, how often do I change Betaflight settings? You know what I mean? Once a month, maybe. So yeah, we're skipping that. And I'm just going to install our pair of diverse antennas. Little note to self, you're down to 2 antennas in this bag. And in this bag, brand new unopened, okay, you've got 40 antennas. In pairs, that means you have 20 replacements, which means you got about a month or two's worth of replacements. Not good. All right, so now I'm going to add these antennas to the receiver. Oh, my nuts. This is the hardest part of life in general. Dealing with these fiddly fucking antennas and connectors. There's nothing more difficult than that. Nothing. I mean, this is just a, what? You gotta love this. Antenna number 1 installed. Antenna number 2. Attempting to install, man. I usually use a good amount of hot glue. There we go, on these installs because you don't want to deal with this type of thing more than once in a lifetime for every quad. And then you need this thing here, which is the hot glue thing. You just plug it in, and like a few seconds later, it is ready to use. So just leave that right there. And for this, I'm contemplating using another sheath of heat shrink to allow me to have a little more strength and rigidity. Um, kind of encapsulate the whole thing. It certainly doesn't matter because I've got them both ways in my fleet. You do it this way. If this was a brand new receiver, I'd probably do it. I'd probably leave it like this because you need to reach the bind button. But as this is my second Batman, and this receiver was already installed somewhere else, maybe I won't need to do that. Maybe I won't do that. Oh no. I don't even know if it's going to work, but we shall see. Um, I've done this shit, but we're going to have to plug it out and see if it works. Because this thing uses, God only knows which way it's polarized. I wish they'd mentioned that somewhere. So my option would be to dig through my crates and find I have an RPSMA version like this of a pigtail somewhere. God only knows where. You know, it's like this one here, but it's not this one. I fucked this one up last night. Well, oh wait, maybe I didn't. Maybe. I guess I'm sticking with this. I should have stuck with the other one, huh? So I'm using this. This is right-hand circular polarized pagoda. So it's RPSMA. I mean, it's SMA instead of RPSMA. So I've only got two of these, but it matches one of my goggles, which is also right-hand circular polarized. So moving right along from here, I will test everything out. Looks good. Looks good as far as everything installed nice. And your pagoda is installed. At this point, you need to find a 3S LiPo, and we're just going to plug it in and test this thing out here. I forgot about the hot gun, which I was using for the antennas. We're going to do that because regardless of what the outcome is, that we're going to need hot glue. And a little dab will do you. You just want to make sure you try to get it to touch the surrounding, circuit board or whatever, so you get a good seal like that. That looks good enough to me. And you want to let that cool down so you can be sure what kind of seal you got and everything. It looks good enough. It's not perfect, but it looks like I got a decent enough seal. So I'm happy with that. We've got our VTX antenna installed. It is a right-hand circular polarized pagoda. And so now I want to test this thing out. If I remember correctly, which I don't, the receiver was formerly in that. I'm thinking receiver was formerly in this. So It should still work, right? We're done with the hot glue. So I'm going to unplug the hot glue gun and put that away. Now, we're going to need to test out the receiver, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well. Testing out the receiver and the video system. And then we got the build on there. We'll double check. Right hand circular polarized. And we'll also use a flat panel antenna as well for testing. We've got our thing over there that's on. Our Tyrannus. Alright. So now I want to try this bad boy out. The Tyrannus is on, the goggles are on, and I'm going to plug this in and just see what happens. So, okay, so it looks like everything works. It looks like we're on channel, I don't know, maybe 1A. Let's see. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lens cap on there. So we're good. We're good. Everything works. I think we are on 1A because that's what my goggles launch on is 1A. So I think everything's good. The receiver is on there. I'm certainly not going to arm the thing, but beta flight is up next. We've got our video system working. Everything seems to be working. Our receiver is found, so we're good. Just go ahead and take that out. Do our beta flight and our BL heli-S-ing if we need to. Looks like I'm going to be using a pagoda today. I'm not a real fan of pagodas. It's like the regular mushroom antenna, the Omni that I use for most things, the Omni. It works just as well, and it's like this. If you know anything about boundary layers and zones and all this shit, and what is this called? I can't remember. If you know anything about the underlying physics under it, to me, it's like this. The pagodas will provide a clearer video signal. Right? Let's say we start here, and we're racing the pagoda against the Omni. From start to 100 yards, the pagoda wins, right? Hands down, wins. From 100 to 200 yards, the pagoda and the Omni are closer to neck and neck. From 200 to 300 yards, the Omni starts to become the clear winner, because where the pagoda starts to deteriorate, the Omni stops deteriorating at a certain point. So they both start out pretty high when you're in close range, and they both kind of drop slowly, but right around 300 meters, the pagoda drops precipitously while the Omni just continues dropping at the same reasonable rate. When you get up to 500 meters, which is the effective range of the thing, at, we'll say 200 milliwatts, the pagoda goes to shit, essentially. And in a diversity situation, what I see, which is pagoda and flat panel, there's so much switching between the two. It's just all like that. And then to take a bando that I use, where you go down the bando, you get to about 300 yards away from yourself, and then you're in a hallway with a bunch of trees, no roof, and you make that left, then a blind left that takes you away from line of sight from yourself, and the pagoda just dead, nothing. You would be lucky if you crashed, and but the Omni still doesn't go black screen. It never goes black screen, and I'm able to make the left turn, go down the other hallway, and when it does get bad enough that I'm worried about losing signal, I can still punch out. There's no roof, and still, once you get above the trees and everything, you're back to line of sight. The point is that that little area between 200 and 300 yards out of line of sight, when you're relying on your VTX and your antennas the most, that's when the pagoda has failed me. And it doesn't matter whether it's brand new or whatever. Doing a pagoda with a flat panel versus a Omni with a flat panel, to me, the way that I fly in the bandos around here, where it's kind of predictable. At the end of the day, I know where I'm going, and I know I'm not going to be in line of sight. I'll take the Omni, the Amway Omni every time. It's a better chance of me coming back with my quad. I almost lost my Hawk 5 yesterday because of this issue with the pagodas. In short range, they're good. You won't see any interference. In short range, up to 300 meters, they're flawless. If you like that flawless video, whereas the Omni would be showing small interference the whole time, leaving the 300 meter, the pagoda shows pretty much none. Perfect, clear video for that 300 yard. It's the 4 to 5 and the way it finally cuts out, where you kind of have built up some confidence, but you shouldn't have had any confidence, because once you get out there, the pagoda will die. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to use pagodas. I want to stick with the Amway Omni until we see anecdotal evidence and tests with those fucking meters that the guys have. I might get one myself. It's fucking raining. Fuck. Anyway, I got plenty of goddamn heart-wrenching bullshit work to do inside the house. Plenty. I got 6 quads I could fucking work with right now. So fuck the rain, man. I'm gonna finish working on my Batman and button it down and be ready to go tomorrow. Looks like everything is good here. Time to beta flight this, and let's get some of this out of the way. I really did not want to use that XM on this thing, man. I'm glad I didn't, This flies a lot better. I need that range. I'm used to flying the Batman and every shit. I'm used to flying all my quads with an XM Plus. I haven't used a regular XM since, I can't remember. All right, so I'm not sure how well my computer is going to handle this, doing beta flight and also doing the broadcast here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off probably. I'm going to try to do it, but just so you know, it's probably going to cut off soon. So fucking rain. Huh. Maybe I'll make falafel today. That's fine. And it takes a couple hours too. Like shakedown style falafels. Yeah, I do that now. I when I was growing up, when I was a kid, man, I used to love uh, grateful dead shows and falafels. The grilled cheese sandwiches were pretty good, but man, those falafels, those motherfuckers put their foot in that shit. That shit was just like, damn, dude. I've tried everything from Israeli to Lebanese to Egyptian. I've never found falafels as good as hippies. All right, Beta Flight. I'm signing off. I'm sure this is gonna break. I'm gonna do this now. So looking for Beta Flight. Beta Flight. See the lights go out. It's still recording. Man, shit. What the fuck am I doing? Man, you know what? I don't even remember. Ow! Shit. All right, so we're ready to beta flight it now. Beta flition. So we plug in the beta flyization device. And we're beta flighting. Uh-oh. No, we're not. Okay, now we're beta flighting. We're beta flightificating. I need a beer. I'm not going to calibrate the accelerometer. UART 1 is the UART of which the thing. There it is, my friends. And from there, we'll go to this one, which says this is D-Shot 1200, baby. 8 and 4. Should it be 8 and 8 or should it be 8 and 4? Oh my God, I don't know. Should I put it at 8 and 8 for the gyro and the PID loop, or 8 and 4 like it is stock? It could be, you can put it at 12 and 12 if you really want to, but all right. It looks a little high, but the D gain is little bit different from what I was expecting. But at the same time, we're still ending up with the same end result, right? Oh shit. Tyrannus. Tyrannus. It's not working. Oh, you gotta plug it in. I hope we don't cause any explosions. Lord Jesus. Okay, so now it's working. Aux 1 is arm. Aux 2 is those guys. Aux 3 is the beeper. Aux 4 is the thing where you flip over and then you flip back over after you crash. Yeah, Aux 4. Alright, so make sure you've AETR, is that it? I thought it was TARE, to be honest. So I'm going to go with that. Alright, so we got the trotile. That's the trotile. We got the Islaw, pitch forward, pitch back, pitch left, pitch right. We got aux 1, which is Islaw arm. We got aux 2, which is modes. We got aux 3, which is beeper. We got aux 4, which is flip over after crash. There we go. Alright, so everything is covered. It's tear. It's I don't remember if the R's is that works or not. It's 1,000 or 2,000 and no dead band. Blah, blah, blah. The preview. We want to take a quick graphic look there. That's our trotile. That's our yaw. Pitch forward. Pitch backwards. Alright. So we got all those done. We want to save this now. EEPROM saved. Go to the modes. Modition arm 1. Slide that over there. Do I really want angle mode? Yes. We'll put that in aux 2. Angle mode is right there. Let's skip horizon. Anti-gravity. Yeah. Not horizon. Look for anti-gravity. And this is aux 2 all the way to the right. The deeper when we end up at it, when it was aux 3 all the way to the right. Air mode is aux 2 all the way to the right. Flip over after crash is aux 4 all the way over. So we could add a pre-on, but I'm not gonna save that right there. And go ahead and go to the OSD. Is that the OSD? I don't have any LED. This is the OSD. There's way too much shit on the OSD. RSSI, I don't think that's even set up. Main battery voltage. Crosshairs, no, we don't need that. Horizon, no. Alright. Okay. we don't have GPS. Why do they put all this fucking shit on the goddamn OSD? What the motherfucking hell? Oh, Jesus. Oh, cool. We don't need any of these items. We don't have GPS. This is hilarious. Numerical variable. What the fuck? PSC temperature, I wish. And then at the save it. Alright, looks like that's it. Looks like that's it. I'm done everything. I'm gonna test it out and fly it around the fucking inside of the house, I guess. We've got an ungodly amount of rain in the last 6 months. Alright, so data flight is done. I don't think I need BL Heli because this is a modern one. It's BL Heli 32. I don't think we need to do anything. So so it looks like the DVR on the new goggles is not going to help you. So you're still going to need to sell all the other goggles you got and buy a decent fucking goddamn DVR. Okay. I'll see you guys. I'm ready to like fall asleep. I still have to put this back together though, so I'll do that first. Alright? Bear with me. I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be back in a second. We'll go ahead and turn this off. It's about an hour. Look at this fucking nasty. Look at that. Ew. See you guys later.